My dearest love, I'm writing this confession with shaking hands because I already know what it can do to us. I know these words can change the way you see me. I know they can split the world into before and after, but I also know something else, something deeper and more honest than my fear. If I keep silent, the pain will be worse. So I need one promise from you before you read any further. Stay until the very end. Don't judge in the middle. Don't leave halfway through. Don't let one sentence become the whole story. Because what I'm about to tell you is not just a confession. It's a truth reveal. The kind that explains everything you felt but couldn't prove. The kind that finally makes the puzzle pieces click. And if you're willing to hear me completely, if you're willing to listen with your heart, even if it hurts, then type 111 in the comments. Not for me to be dramatic, but because I need to know I'm not standing alone on the edge of this cliff. Because I've been living with a secret that has been eating me alive. I've smiled in front of you while my chest burned with guilt. I've held your hand while my mind screamed, tell them, before it ruins them. I've watched you love me with purity and loyalty, while I've been hiding something that could destroy the version of me you believe in. And the worst part, you kept sensing it. You kept feeling something was off, not because you don't trust me, but because your soul is sharp. Your spirit knows when someone's energy is splitting in two. You felt the pauses in my voice. You noticed how I changed the subject. You saw the way I go quiet whenever certain names came up, certain places, certain memories. You felt me pulling away, then coming back, then pulling away again, like I was fighting someone inside me. I was fighting the version of me that wanted to keep you, and the version of me that wanted to save you. Because my love, the truth is, I didn't just hide my flaws. I hid a whole reality. I kept telling you, it's just stress. I kept saying, I'm tired. I kept acting like the tears came from nowhere. But it wasn't just stress. It was pressure. It was fear. It was the weight of knowing that there is a third party in this story. And you were never supposed to find out the way you're about to find out now. Let me say it clearly so you understand what kind of confession this is. This is not me saying, I'm not good enough for sympathy. This is not me saying, I'm broken to escape responsibility. This is me finally revealing the truth about what's been happening behind the scenes, what was done to you, what was planned around you, and what I allowed. Because I was weak. I need you to breathe before I say this next part, because this is where everything changes. There has been someone around us, someone close enough to watch, close enough to listen, close enough to interfere, who has been twisting our story from the beginning. A third party, not just a random person, not just a jealous stranger, someone who knew how to smile to your face and poison your name behind your back. Someone who knew exactly what you meant to me and decided they would rather destroy our love than watch it succeed. And I didn't tell you, not because I didn't love you, but because I was scared of what you would do when you knew. I was scared you'd confront them. I was scared you'd walk away from me. I was scared you'd ask me why I let it happen. And because, deep down, I knew the answer would break your heart, I let it happen. Because at first, I didn't realize how deep it went. It started small, little comments, little concerns, little advice. They would say things like, I don't think they're serious about you. Be careful. People like that always leave. You're moving too fast. Are you sure you can trust them? And I hate myself for this. But I listened, not because I believed them completely, no, but because a part of me was insecure. A part of me felt unworthy of the kind of love you gave. A part of me was so afraid of losing you that I began accepting poison in the name of protection. I thought they were helping me. They weren't. They were building a wall between us, brick by brick, whisper by whisper, until even silence started to sound like betrayal. And then it got worse. They didn't just talk, they acted. They started creating situations where we would misunderstand each other. They would accidentally pass messages wrong. They would forget to tell you something important. They would take your words and reshape them, then bring them to me like proof that you didn't care. And I started reacting to things you never even did. Do you remember those moments when you looked at me like, why are you accusing me? That's why. Because someone was feeding me a version of you that wasn't real. And my love, the unthinkable part, the part that makes my stomach turn, is that they weren't doing it alone. They had help. They had people who enjoyed drama. They had people who hated to see two people love each other purely. They had people who benefited from keeping us confused. It was like a quiet little war, with smiles on the surface. And while all of this was happening, you were just trying to love me. You were just trying to build with me. You were just trying to understand why I kept changing. But I didn't explain. I kept thinking, if I keep peace, this will pass. It didn't pass. It grew. Because jealousy never stops at being jealous. Jealousy wants proof. Jealousy wants control. Jealousy wants you to suffer. And eventually, they found the one thing that could truly threaten us. My secret. Yes, there is something about me, something I have been hiding, that they discovered. And once they discovered it, they used it like a weapon. They didn't just want to separate us anymore. They wanted to own me through fear. They wanted to make me think, if you tell the truth, you'll lose everything. And my love, I let them hold that power. I let them silence me. I let them make me small. Because the truth about me is not pretty. It's not a romantic flaw. It's not a cute, I'm complicated. It's a real weakness, a real scar, a real darkness I've been trying to outgrow. And I was terrified you'd see it and finally say, I'm done. So I became the worst version of myself, someone who loved you, but still hid, someone who cared for you, but still lied by omission, someone who wanted a future with you, but kept you in the dark. And the third party watched all of it. They watched me break. They watched you hope. They watched our love strain. And they smiled, because to them, love is not something sacred. Love is something to compete with. Love is something to sabotage so they can feel powerful. And here is the part that might hurt you the most. They weren't only trying to ruin our relationship. They were trying to ruin your identity. They've been telling people things about you. They've been making you look like the villain. They've been creating a narrative where you're crazy, obsessed, controlling, toxic, anything that would make others doubt you. Because when people doubt you, you become isolated. And when you're isolated, you become easier to defeat. My love, I know you felt it. How some people look at you differently now. How certain energy changed. How certain doors closed. How the atmosphere shifts when you walk into a room. That's not your imagination. That's a campaign. And I hate myself because I didn't protect you the way I should have. Instead, I kept trying to protect my image. I kept trying to protect my secret. I kept thinking, if I can just fix myself quietly, I can keep them and keep my peace. But the truth is, secrets don't stay quiet. They rot. They leak. They eventually explode. So here I am, choosing the explosion now, while I still have the chance to tell it with love instead of letting it come out like a weapon from someone else's mouth. Because yes, they have been threatening it. They have been hinting like, if you don't do what I want, I'll tell them everything. They wanted me to abandon you. They wanted me to choose them. They wanted me to become the kind of person who betrays love just to keep a reputation. And for a moment, I almost did. Not fully, not physically, but emotionally, I pulled away from you. I started acting cold. I started doubting you. I started making you feel like you had to prove your love, because my fear was being controlled by someone else. That's the truth. And now I need to reveal the deepest truth about myself, the one I said I've been hiding. My love, I am not as strong as I pretended to be. I've been fighting things inside me that I never wanted you to see. Old wounds, old habits, trauma, and self-sabotage that I thought I could outgrow without anyone knowing. I have been carrying pain I never processed. And when the third party started pressing on my weak spots, I didn't stand tall. I collapsed. I became someone you didn't recognize. I know you might be waiting for a more shocking reveal, a single sentence that explains everything like a movie twist. But real life twists aren't always one dramatic line. Sometimes the shocking truth is this: I let outside voices become louder than your love. And that makes me guilty, because you didn't deserve that. You deserved a partner who defends you even when you're not in the room. You deserved loyalty that doesn't bend under pressure. You deserved honesty without you begging for it. And the reason I'm telling you now is because if I don't, the third party will tell you in a way that makes you hate me, hate yourself, and hate love. They will twist it. They will make you feel foolish. They will make you feel like your love was a joke. But it wasn't a joke. You were real. You are real. And I need you to know that the love you gave me did not go to waste. It exposed everything false around us. That's why the sabotage got louder. That's why the energy got darker. That's why the attacks increased. Because real love makes fake people uncomfortable. So now we come to the hardest part. My love, I'm telling you this because I love you enough to set you free. Yes, free. Because I don't want you to stay with someone who still has healing to do. Someone who still has to learn how to protect what's sacred. I don't want you to be the one who pays the price for my unfinished battle. I don't want you to be the one who bleeds while I figure myself out. And that's why I'm saying something that may sound like heartbreak. If you need to leave, leave. If you need to save yourself, do it. Not because you're weak, but because sometimes the strongest love is the love that refuses to be destroyed slowly. Sometimes love says, I will not be your lesson if you won't become my peace. But before you decide anything, I want to give you the final truth reveal. Here it is. The third party wanted to break you, not just separate us. They wanted to make you doubt your worth. They wanted to make you question your intuition. They wanted to make you feel replaceable. And my love, you are not replaceable. You are the kind of love people write about when they regret losing it. You are the kind of presence that exposes lies just by existing. And if this confession hurts, please remember this. The pain you feel right now is not proof that you were wrong to love. It's proof that you loved something real. Now, as we reach the end, I want to say this with a trembling but honest heart. I am sorry. Sorry for the silence. Sorry for the distance. Sorry for the moments you cried alone because I was too scared to speak. And I'm also grateful. Grateful you loved me when I didn't even know how to fully love myself. Whatever you choose after this, whether you stay and we rebuild, or you walk away and heal, I will respect it. I won't guilt you. I won't chase you with manipulation. I won't punish you for choosing peace. Because if I truly love you, I have to honor your life, not just my feelings. And before we part ways, or before we begin again, I want to pray over you. A prayer for guidance, strength, wealth, and love. Because even if I lose you, I refuse to leave you without light. Dear universe, we come with open hearts and honest souls, asking for divine light to guide our steps. Remove confusion from our path. Remove the voices that do not belong. Protect this heart from betrayal and protect this spirit from bitterness. Grant strength to overcome every emotional storm. Grant wisdom to recognize truth even when it comes through tears. And grant peace that doesn't depend on anyone else's choices. Bless this life with opportunities, clean opportunities, honest opportunities. Open doors for financial stability and abundance, not just for selfish gain, but for security, generosity, and freedom. Replace fear with confidence. Replace scarcity with overflow. And above all, send love that is pure, love that doesn't compete, love that doesn't sabotage, love that doesn't hide, love that heals, love that builds, love that stays honest. May the light shine upon this soul, filling the heart with hope, courage, and gratitude. With boundless grace, may we experience unlimited abundance in every form. Amen. If you made it to the end, my love, I'm proud of you, truly. And if you're ready to choose your healing, whether that means staying strong, or walking away strong, type 111 to claim it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and remember, even after a truth reveal, there can still be a brighter tomorrow.